What's up everybody, Unrested here with J News with Gaijin Views. Just a quick insert about my video yesterday. I will be covering that topic a lot more. There's a little bit of a project in the work, but I don't want to talk too much more about it now until later, and if you're unsure about what I'm talking about, it's a video called The Worst Gaijin Ever. So if you're unsure what that video topic is about, I'm not going to bring it up here because it's its own little video. It needs its own little space, and you can go watch it right now. I'll put a link below. Anyway, let's jump into the news today, starting out with a 92-year-old man tried to murder his 83-year-old wife using a necktie. Kind of a sad situation. She survived being strangled by the necktie, but is now in a coma and in critical condition in the hospital. When asked by the police why he did it, he said that his wife was suffering from a painful illness and he wanted to end her suffering. Now, in this case, it's kind of confusing. You know, a lot of things could be playing into dementia, Alzheimer's, and all sorts of medical onset problems that come at that age. This is kind of a common problem in Japan where you do see a spouse murdering the other spouse, both male to female, male to female, and female to male. And that's not too uncommon to see, so I usually do see an excuse of seeing them suffer through pain. Courts tend to be lighter on their judgment with these things. Where I personally stand on that situation, I really don't know. That is really one that concerns the age of the person committing the crime, and I feel it's something that we of still younger youth cannot fully understand and experience until we reach an older age in our elder years. So I want to go ahead and take a moratorium on making any kind of casual criticism about that. Nonetheless, jumping into our next story, in Tokyo, Shinagawa Ward, 49 manholes. Wow, that sounds horrible. 49 manhole covers shot into the air yesterday as a giant gasoline explosion sent them flying into the air. Why did this happen? Well, reportedly, a 19-year-old man accidentally poured 10 liters of gasoline into the drainage system near his house. Now, I'm not quite sure how you pour 10 liters accidentally. Maybe 1 liter, I can understand. Think about a 2-liter Coke. Can you accidentally pour out a 2-liter Coke? Like, I just keep spilling this Coke, I don't know what's happening. Can you imagine spilling 5 of those Cokes, those 2-liter Cokes? That would be a hell of an accident. I'm not quite sure how you do that. Nonetheless, this man apparently did and caused such a massive explosion. 49 manhole covers blew into the air. Luckily, no one injured. Wow. For our final story, a bit of a grim note. Unfortunately, I usually like to end on a happy story, but this one's kind of a downer. 1 out of every 3 20-year-old, that's a young adult age here in Japan. 20-year-old is the legal adult status here in Japan. Cited in a survey that was recently taken, 1 out of 3 said they do not feel a strong ganbatte, that means do your best effort, is needed anymore in this world in Japan. And a lot of reasons this comes about. Currently, Japan's kind of suffering a bit of unemployment, which is minor in comparison to a lot of other countries. I think we only have something like 4% unemployment. But nonetheless, there is also a change in status as far as working your way up in a salaryman job here in Japan. There used to be a time that once you locked into a job, you could work that job all the way to retirement while slowly climbing the corporate ladder. That is no longer the case, and due to the fact that that is no longer the case and that jobs do not secure your position for the next 50 years, people are feeling less of, I guess, loyalty towards ganbateing for any sort of company, and I can somewhat sympathize with this. If the company is not going to go ahead and secure your future, why should you worry about securing theirs? Why should you kill yourself, sacrifice yourself for that company when they don't really care about what your future is at all? Nonetheless, it is a bit disheartening to hear that they can't imagine different futures with switching jobs, even though that is quite hard in Japan when you get up in age. Switching jobs is not something that is as common in its Western counterpart. Nonetheless, I wish the best for the Japanese youth of the future, and I do say to them, please try to keep ganbateing. There is a good future for anyone who tries hard, I promise you that. Nonetheless, that is J News with Gaijin Views. I am Unrested. If you like what you saw here today, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.